Good evening, everyone. I hope my audio, video, everything is clear and fine right now. So this is a part number 2, technically actually part number 2 of the previous year question paper of Commerce, July 2018. Part number 1 we discussed, but it is titled as in part number 3 because in between part number 2 I haven't taken till now. Tomorrow that part number 2 which was pre-scheduled, now tomorrow it will be there. So that session will be taken up. What happened to this page? It is coming like this. I think visible now properly. Okay, okay. Don't zoom, visible. Okay, right. Okay, no issue. Chalo bhai. So daily at 5:30 p.m. and 9:15 my live sessions are going on. This is 5:30 is at Unacademy free platform. 9:15 is of Unacademy YouTube channel. It is going on like this. So today commerce and tomorrow also commerce previous year question of 2018 paper is going to be discussed. So and every day 5:30 p.m. all shifts of paper explanation of 5:30 2021 paper 1 shifts are going on. So download the Unacademy Learning app from the Google Play Store. Sign up with your mobile number and the email and select the NTA-UGC NET category. And search my profile Vodnala Shivalingam. The link is given in the chat box or in the description. And use the invite code Shiva Live to unlock the free live session. If you want to subscribe to Unacademy Plus platform, one Unacademy Plus subscription will give you all the courses and PDF material, mock test, everything under one roof. You are going to get it. So you can take the subscription by using my referral code Shiva Live. You are going to get 10% off on the subscription and you will be recognized as my student. It is better to go for a 3 or a 6 month subscription so that you can cover everything in the platform. Question number 1. Hello. Sir, please explain separate for plus and free are same. I'm not getting what is your doubt. Management is a set of principles related to its function, and management is essential to run all types of organizations. PYQs separate for plus and free. Whatever I am giving it for the plus members now, limited will be available for the free members. It is not all. So answer for this question will be. Good evening, guys. So answer will be 2. Why 2? Because management is a set of principle relating to the functions only, and it is essential to run all the types of organization. All the types of organizations, the management is required. Without the management, they cannot run the organization. Next, physical standard, cost standards. Hello Diksha Raman. Critical control standards and critical points. Physical standard, cost standards, revenue standard, program standards. Hello Eva. Option number 1 is the correct answer. That is, physical standards are labor hour per unit of a output. Is it physical standard? Okay. Cost standards are material cost per unit, and revenue standards are average sales per unit, and program standards are timing of the production, when to produce. Program standards are nothing but when to produce, in what quantity they need to produce, and how to produce is one the program standard is defining. Revenue is nothing but a sales, and cost is nothing but a per unit cost, as well as physical standards are how many number of hours are required for per unit of output. Next. Hello Rowdy. Which among the following is correct with respect to corporate governance? Every company must appoint an individual or a firm as an auditor. The independent directors must attend at least 3 meetings in a year. One or more women directors are recommended for certain class of companies. The maximum number of permissible directors cannot exceed 15 in public limited company. You need to increase your resolution if the screen has to be clear. Hello Coptic. So option 2 is the correct answer. That is, they're asking about not. So independent directors at least three meetings in a year. If you look at class 7 and schedule 4 of the Companies Act 2013 is saying listing agreement provides that separate meeting of independent directors should be held at least once in a year, not 3. 3 is not correct. 3 times is not correct. Only one time they will be meeting for the corporate governance discussion. The popular statement, if all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail, is given by Abraham Maslow Hierarchy of Needs, Henry Fayol Industrial and General Administration, F.W. Taylor Scientific Management, Frederick Hedgeberg Hygiene Theory. It's a paper 2 commerce. Yes. Please do hit a like button if you like this session. This statement was popularized by Abraham Maslow in the hierarchy needs theory. You can just see Maslow hammer or a gravel. Golden hammer is cognitive bias that involves over reliance on familiar tool means if you are too much depending upon anything, any tool that you know, that is like a mobile is a tool. If you are too much depending upon this, also is a dangerous one. Ammo, my mobile heart is going to heart attack. So too much depending upon any familiar tool is also is creating a biasness, or usually it is decreasing a capability of person. ప్లస్ క్లోజ్లో పీవైక్యూ ఎప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ చేస్తారు? నేను ఇప్పుడున్న టైంలో మనకి నేను ఉన్న ప్రాక్టికల్గా చెప్పాలంటే ఉన్న టైం ఎంత, 2021లో మనకి టైం వచ్చేసి 1 year ఉంది. బట్ ఇప్పుడు ప్రజెంట్ ఉన్న టైం వచ్చేసి
నీ నెంబర్ ఇచ్చిన.
వెరీ సారీ. Is it audible everything? So next question. 2022 we don't have that much time, that is why first I am concentrating on completing a theory portion. Once I have done that, then only we can launch the PYQ for both papers. So answer for this question, functional leadership theory. Functional leadership theory is associated with Hackman and Walton and McGrath, Bernard and Arvoted, Kunj and Dunnell, Alford and Beatty. Arey, why you are laughing, bhai? Babita always smiles, don't know why. Functional leadership theory was given by or associated to whom? It is answer is that McGrath. This theory is Hackman and Walton and McGrath in 1962 and 86. Addressing a specific leader behavior is expected to contribute organizational unit effectiveness. Mainly the argument of theory is that the leader job is to see that whatever is necessary the group is requiring or group is expecting, like a caring or else the facilities that has to be provided by the leader to them, then only effective work can be expected from that employees. When two separate companies or two divisions with the same company agree to place both of their respective brands on a particular product or enterprise, this arrangement is termed as an. If you like this session, please do hit a like button. Answer is that 4, that is both co-branding as well as dual branding, because co and dual means two brands are getting together to promote a product. Two brands are getting together to promote a product. Two separate companies, but the two divisions are joining together to promote the particular product is nothing but co-branding or a dual branding. Both the company's brands will get promoted in it. Dual or a co-branding is strategic marketing advertising partnership between two separate organizations or brands who come together to generate a unique values for their respective consumers. For the both companies, the benefit is going to be there, and success of one brand brings the success to other partner brand also. The tangible good for which consumer wants to compare the quality and the price and perhaps a style in several stores before making a purchase are called. So answer is that 2 is the correct answer, shopping goods. Why shopping good? By the tangible goods which a consumer compares a quality price, because these shopping goods are nothing but AC, refrigerator, those are shopping goods which are some type of effort is required in purchasing this type of goods, and we will look into the brands, we will look into the quality, we will look into the price also. Those are shopping products. Shopping products are cameras, refrigerators, airline tickets and TVs. Those are fairly expensive, price is involved. We'll look for the brand and we'll differentiate the brand, we'll differentiate the quality, everything will be done in the shopping type of product. Specialty is highly expensive as compared to shopping. Next. When a company treats each single customer as a separate segment, this is called niche, nano, single, micro. So option 4 is the correct answer, that is micro market. Micro market, you can see micro marketing is suits to taste the individual location. This is a complete segmentation, means purely the products which are suitable to the taste of the individual, like a customization can be available over here in a particular locations. Whereas niche is in different products to subgroup, because they are specialized products. They are specialized within the segment, they are specialized in it. And segmentation means broader group. It is different products to one or more segment. For entire group, they will be selling a same. And mass is nothing but same for all. There is no differentiation for a mass. Next. Why not nano? Because combination of nano will become micro by. When a company treats single customer as separate segment, this is called as an, because some of the micros will become nano. This is micro, under that, this is nano, under that micros will come. So some of the micro market will become nano, some of the nano market will become niche, some of the niche marketing will become segment. Yes, tailor made or customized. This is why I just don't want to take the paper to commerce. Because people don't have a patience to listen commerce. That is a key reason. Only paper one, paper one, paper one. That is why I also want to take only paper one, paper one, paper one. So option 2 is the correct answer. The product is seen as having low potential for providing a significant benefits. Under which of the following condition level of consumers involvement will not be high? Will not be high. Will not be high. The involvement and the involvement is in a 4 behavior way. Complex buying behavior, dissonance reducing buying behavior, variety seeking buying behavior, habitual buying behavior. So in this, in which of the condition consumer involvement will not be high? Means low. Consumer low involvement in 2 cases. That is variety seeking buying behavior. In this, he will be seeing the difference between the brands. The product when he is buying this type of, he will be involving low involvement, but like a toothbrush, best example. Involvement is low. He will not involve much, but he will see the brand. I want only mess work, like that. Right, the brand differences will be seen. And here few differences between the brand will be there, which is a habitual buying behavior. Which is a habitual buying behavior. These both are almost when we are buying a necessities now. When you are buying a necessities, we'll look for this type. Next. They are asking about a not. They are not asking about a which one will be high. The mindset which is commonly associated with a long ago era, when the demand for a goods is generally exceeded the supply, and the primary focus in business was to effectively produce medium quantities of a products, and finding the customers was viewed as a relatively major function. The firms with a product orientation typically focus on the quality and quantity offerings while assuming that customer will seek out and buy reasonably priced and well-made product. This is good, I think. Acha, for every page I need to do. Oh my god. So answer is given as an 4, which is statement 1 not correct. 2 is correct. Why it is not correct? The mindset which is associated with a long ago era when the demand of good exceeds a supply. Demand exceeded a supply. This is over full demand. Over full demand. Demand exceeded a supply. And primary focus is on effectively produce a medium quantities of a product, and finding the customers was viewed as a relatively major function. If it is major concentration and quantity, customer never be viewed as major. Correct na? Because if they are concentrating on quality, if they are concentrating on quality, quantity, then the customer is not major. When they concentrate on quality, obviously customer relatively with the major function. That can be correct, but the quantity is making wrong. And the firm's product orientation typically focus on the quality and quantity of the offerings, both. Yes, because they are product oriented, not the brand oriented, not the sales oriented. No customer focus. I think this I require a zoom. Tariff, import quota, local content law, local operational law, standards and certification, boycott. By only with a one, don't think much. Because when the question is big, like this, which first look at that one. And out of the list two, which one is matching? We know tariff first. Based on the tariff, you can go. Yes, Coptic Zoom already. So I know. Yeah, pen. Tariff regulation specifying a proportion of finished product components and labor that must be provided by importing country. And tax must be imposed on a product entering a country used to protect a domestic produce and raise the revenue also. A requirement that a product contain or exclude ingredients that is to be tested, certified. There is a one certification also is there. So certified we can match. Is it matching or not? Please do let me know. Limiting amount of particular product that can be brought, quota. Limiting amount of a particular product. And a refusal to buy a product from a particular company is an boycott. Refusal is an boycott. Constraint on how and when and where the retailing can be. Where the retailing can be conducted. So this one is on hold and this one we can match. Standards and certification we can match over here. And tax is nothing but a tariff. A is 2, B is 4 and E is 3. A is 2, B is 4, E is 3 and F is 5. F is 5, huh? Oh. Refusal to buy a product from a particular company. Acha, particular company, na? Particular company, it is given as a local content law, local operating law. I think correctly only, I matched it correctly. Boycott 5, correct only. Array, why I am confusing? So local content law is in 1 and next this is in 6. Matching, correct. Correct. I went wrong. Boycott only. Sorry. Turn it. Option 3 is the correct answer. That is prospecting is second one and pre-approach is an fourth one. Presentation is an first one. Post-sale service is an third one. Let us try to understand actually. Sorry. Third one. Correct. Prospecting. Identifying a prospecting is actually searching for target. Searching for target. Like who? It is like prospecting employees means identifying a profiles or leads which can be meeting our requirements. That is what, who can be capable and willing to work with us. And pre-approach here is indicating fourth one, information and habit. So these are the requirements that we are having. The whether pre-approach here based on the customer habits and preferences, we need to get the information about those habits and preferences, and based on that only our plan has to be done. And presentation is an aDDa model. Awareness, interest or attention, interest and desire and action. Post-sale service is an reduce the dissonance, means dissatisfaction needs to be reduced. The belief should be same, and that can be building our goodwill. Not an capital structure approach. So there are 4 approaches. This is not the approach. Capital structure approaches are 2 types: relevant, irrelevant. Relevant are again 2 types. Relevant is one traditional approach, net income approach. Sorry, net operating income, Modi, Gilani, Miller, irrelevant. Is it correct, or NOI-NI? NOI-NI is correct? Which of the following methods of capital budgeting assumes cash inflows are reinvested at projected rate of return? Yes, only single method which assumes cash inflows are again reinvested at IRR, whereas net present value assumes cash inflows are reinvested at cost of capital. Cost of equity share capital is more than the cost of debt because the answer is that 4 is given answer. Equity shares have higher risk than the debt. Actually, risk in what point of view? This is from the ownership point of view, risk. Ownership point of view, risk. So, equity holders' expectations will be high. Their expectations will be high. So that is why the cost also will be high. Cost of equity. And debenture holder fixed expectation. Fixed expectation, that is why cost of debt is lower as well as cheaper in nature. Ownership point of view, risk is higher with respect to equity. But procurement point of view, more dependent on the debt is too dangerous. That is risky in nature. Tax benefit is available. So answer is that 2 is the correct answer. Short-term funds have been used for fixed asset. In the balance sheet, if you are using the current liabilities to purchase the fixed asset, now this is negative working capital. Actually, this is negative working capital, aggressive approach. So this aggressive approach is not at all suggestible. And when the long-term sources used for the working capital purpose, now this is a positive working capital. So which is indicating a conservative approach. Conservative approach. Class till 10:15. So answer is that 4 is the correct answer. Equity shareholder would demand higher return. That is what I was explaining last but one question. Which of the following is an implicit cost increasing in proportion of a debt of the company? Implicit cost of increase in proportion of a debt of a company. In the company, what happens when you look into the balance sheet? Equity debt. If 50% and 50% is there, okay, no problem. Or else equity more, debt is less, no problem. But when you are trying to increase this debt now to 50% to suppose 60%, you increase the debt. Then what happens? These people will feel insecure. Who are owners? Their equity holders will feel insecure and they will demand more return because their ownership is getting diluted and ownership is losing. So because of this, they will expectation or they will demand the demand of a cost will be more. So this will increase the cost of equity. Actually, this is an implicit cost. When you increase the debt, the implications will be like this. Profitability index of a project is a ratio of present value of cash inflows to present value of cash outflows. Option 3. Because profitability index is an index. If it is more than 1, accepted. If it is less than 1, rejected. So accept and reject. Profitability index is equal to present value of cash inflows divided by present value of cash outflows. This is how it will be. Which statement is false? Guys, do hit a like button if you like this session. So answer is that 2. According to the Walter, dividend payout ratio assumed to be 100%. That means actually that is not a Walter assumption. Walter has made a relationship between the rate of return and the cost of capital. Actually, who assumed this? Who assumed this? There it is. According to the Walter, dividend payout ratio is 100%. Which theory assumed that one? As per the Walter, Walter first assumption is that all investments are financed through retained earnings only. Right? Retained earnings only. Right? Retained earnings only. Walter has done that. Walter has stated all the investments are financed through only retained earnings. That is what the assumption number 1. So the choice of appropriate dividend policy affects the overall value of the firm. The efficiency of a dividend policy can be shown through a relationship between the return and the cost. That is capitalization rate KO and rate of internal rate of return R. Next question. Which one of the following statement defines correct meaning of boundary spanning? What a question by boundary spanning. So answer is 2. Actually, boundary spanning literal meaning is that how the internal management or employees linking or maintaining a relationships with external groups. It can be a social groups or a business group. Maintaining a relationship with external groups. This is mainly for the business development purpose. Mainly for the business development purpose only they will do this one. And this was actually originally given by Michael L. Tushman. Michael L. Tushman is given. Boundary spanning word is given by Michael L. Tushman. Answer is 2. The VRIO framework, VRIO, used in HR function in today's era refers to 4 criteria. What are the 4? Guys, if you like this session, please do hit a like button. How many questions more? Till the 10:15, how many possible? That many. Why, Meda? Is there any appointment of the boyfriend? No, this question not done already. So answer is option number 3 is the correct answer. Value, rarity, immutability and organization. VRIO. Value, rarity and immutability as well as organization. VRIO framework in HR. Right? Induction is an informal information sharing session on miscellaneous issues in an organization. And the rationale of induction is to ensure effective integration of the staff into or across the organization for their mutual benefit. Acha, hit button, like button done na. Okay. Induction is a formal introduction of employee to the organization. Usually it is treated. A is absolutely wrong statement by. Why A is absolutely wrong? Because it is informal information. It is not correct. Actually, it is not informal and it is not about discussing issues. Induction is about introducing new employee to the organization. New employee to the organization and telling about them like this is how the organization will. There is a orientation also will be there. That is the orientation is continuously it will happen. But induction will happen only in the beginning. Orientation will be throughout. To learn anything new, orientation will happen. But induction will happen throughout. Sorry, induction will happen in the beginning. Simple ranking, alternation ranking, paired comparison, forced distribution. So answer will be option 2 is the correct answer. That is simple ranking is matched based on overall performance and alternation ranking is fourth one based on trait, one single trait or a set of trait. Alternative and paired comparison is an third one which is based on a particular trait only. Paired comparison, particular trait only for a quantity or quality of work. And forced distribution is ends up with a predetermined number of people in each group. Forced distribution, each group distribution is going to be done. Compensation has a two vital domains, economic concept and psychological concept. Compensation basically represents an employment contract. compensation has 2. Option 2 is the given as a correct answer. A is correct and R basically represents the employment contract, because compensation is not about the employment contract. Yes, as part of the employment only we are getting compensation, but it is not an employment contract. It is, even though if it is an employment contract, this is not the reason to say that economic and psychological concept. Why it is psychological, you know? Why the compensation is psychological? Because if you get a salary, and whether salary increased or decrease happens, like a salary increment or decrement or a growth, this is the only motivation. Without this motivation, you cannot work. That is how it is impacting psychologically. Correct? Now, salary is the only motivation to work. If you want to work, this is a motivation. And if this is not there, you won't work. That is for sure. In an organization as part of the employment, I am saying, not about your own business, not about your own goals and all. This is salary is paid when you are in employment. You are working for this, and if it is not there, you will not work. So it is a psychological concept. So option 2 is the correct answer. Not a primary objective of industrial relation and labor laws. Providing credit facilities to the industries. Not an objective of industrial relation, because credit facilities to the industry is not the primary objective of industrial relation. Maintaining a social equity, they will actually fight for the employees. If any disputes or if any demands that are there in the industries and the problems are there with the government, that industrial relations or the labor unions will involve. It is not about facilitating loans to them. In real terms, workers' participation in management has failed in India. There is a lack of attitudinal change and multiplicity of unions and absence of a procedure to determine sole bargaining agent in an organization. So answer is that 1 is the correct answer, A is correct and R is a correct explanation, because in India, workers' participation in management is failed due to the number of labor unions, and they don't have any uniformity or they don't have any proper consensus opinion. They'll always unions fights only will be there, and unions has to work for employees. But union fights only becoming more, which is decreasing a workers' participation in management. That is, WPM is reduced because of that only. Last and final question. not a function of NABARD, to provide a refinance assistance by way of a short-term credit to state cooperative and sectorial rural banks approved by RBI for specific purpose. To undertake inspection of a cooperative societies other than the primary cooperative societies and RRBs. To promote research in various aspects of the problem of urban development. To subscribe to share capital or invest in securities of any institution concerned with agriculture and rural development. So answer is that 3 because name itself is indicating this is actually National Agriculture Bank for Rural Development, and they stated urban development, which is wrong, not a function. Okay, so these are the questions by, and daily as I informed 5:30 p.m. I am taking Unacademy free platform live session which is discussing paper 1 UGC NET, all the 2021 all the shifts papers explanation, one by one paper is going on, and daily at 9:15, tomorrow also 9:15 continuation of this paper is going to be there, more questions of commerce tomorrow at 9:15. So whenever you are joining into free platform to watch the 5:30 p.m. live session, please use this invite code Shiva Live to unlock the free live session. Moreover, join into this Telegram group. Unacademy space Vodnala Shivalingam is my Telegram group. Go to the Telegram and type this name. Join over there. All the updates will be given over there. Thank you so much. Have a nice day and do not forget to hit a like button. Please do share it with your friends and ask them to attend my free live session which is happening at here and in my free platform of Unacademy, also at my profile. Ask them to follow at my profile. All the links are available in this description of the video. Thank you so much. We will be meeting in tomorrow 5:30 p.m. session and 9:15 again for the same discussion of the paper 1 and paper 2 commerce. Good night everyone.